in a shocking piece of news, former Tata Sons chairman Cyrus Mistry died in a car accident near Mumbai. The car hit a divider. He was travelling from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. There were 4 people in the car. 2, including Mistry, died on the spot. The other 2 have been moved to a hospital as per the Palghar police officials. The mortal remains of Cyrus Mistry and Jehangir Pandole will be brought to the JJ hospital in Mumbai, and the autopsy will be carried out there. All right, let me go across now to our guest who's joining us on the show, Sanjeev Bajaj, President CII. Many thanks for speaking with us, sir. I'm sure most of you are still in shock at this untimely demise of Cyrus Mistry. But today, what would you say he would be best remembered for?
You know, let me start by saying that Cyrus was a friend. My wife Shefali and he were in school together, so I've known him for many, many years. And it's indeed a shocking and a tragic day for his friends, naturally for his family, but also for Indian industry. Cyrus would clearly be known by people that knew him closely as a very good friend, as somebody who was always a strong support, as a very gentle friend, as many people have already said, but also as someone who spoke plainly and who did what needed to be done. But again, I can't believe that we are here talking about this today.
Yes, absolutely. Untimely, tragic demise there of Cyrus Mistry. You know, he came into the spotlight as he took over Tata Sons, but the exit was unceremonious, and then the legal battles further soured the relationship with the Tatas. Does being a young leader have both its advantages and disadvantages? And in some sense, have we hyped young leadership?
You know, today is not the time to get into the first part of your question. I believe he did what he thought was right and what was appropriate for his role. So that was an issue that is best left for another time.
All right. But, you know, I want to understand from you the succession. You know, he was himself so young, 54 years old. Now, is it slightly easier in, you know, businesses that are run by families for a succession plan to be put in place? Or the sudden tragedies like this can shake even businesses of this nature?
It really depends on what your family has discussed, and while he was very young, but it's not that he was in his 20s or 30s, and hopefully as a family, there are many other family members there, including his brother. So as a family, hopefully that they have sorted that out, and I'm sure at some point in the future, if something has to be further sorted out, they will do that. At this point of time, naturally the family and close friends are grieving.
To the business world, what did he bring on the table that was different from what others, probably his age or even younger, were doing?
He brought about a very high level of optimism and a belief in transformation, leading from the front. I know he used to work very hard. I remember once a few years ago, because we didn't meet that often. I live in Pune, he lives in Bombay. We are all traveling on our own. But whenever we met, we spoke very openly, and he was always very candid. He understood his challenges and what he needed to do for that. Even in the last few months, we were in touch because unfortunately, as both our fathers passed away, we were in touch with each other. So he was always somebody who was driven to create positive change. Positive change, I believe, for the country and then for his business.
He was fairly young when he took over as director in his company as well, the SP Group. How did you see his growth over the years, that he was not just with his own SP Group company, but later on with the Tata Sons as well?
So I must say that, as I said, I knew him over the years, but I can't claim to be amongst his closest friends because, as I said, we stay in different cities. But from what I saw of him from the distance, he had matured tremendously over the years, and his role with the Tata Group gave him that huge amount of breadth that combined with his existing abilities to call a spade, to look at things in the eye and to think through in a fairly simple, straightforward manner for solutions would have held him in good stead.
Sanjeev Bajaj, many thanks for speaking with us, even at a time when I understand completely how heartbroken all of you who knew Cyrus Mistry closely are.
Thank you.